The song is about magic mushrooms, so I guess anything with mushrooms in it.
Mushroom risotto.
Yeah, for example, or like a creamy mushroom sauce with pasta, because I love pasta. Usually I would start with a guitar and I just play around on the guitar and I have a bit of a progression that I like and I just play that over and over again until I can hum a melody. But I never really go into it with like a full lyric in my head. Sometimes it'll be a sentence or 3 words or 1 word. But yeah, it's usually guitar, melody, lyrics. I think it's more difficult for women, for sure, to kind of stand up for themselves and get the conditions that they want and that they deserve. And I also feel that with women, a lot of men who aren't actually in the music business or aren't musicians themselves, who are just in the audience, they feel that they have the right to give unsolicited feedback and to kind of judge you on what you're doing. I just had that very recently, very spontaneously, like a cover set with some other people. This guy talks to me after and he's like, yeah, that was great, but you're quite stiff on stage. And like, I don't need that feedback, you know, this is just what I do. This is who I am. Like, I'm not going to change it for you. I feel that when it's about negotiating money, that I have to go way lower than a guy would, or still taken way less seriously than our male counterparts. Well, I've been doing it all myself, which is why I've been traveling back and forth a lot. I haven't really managed to get like a consecutive tour together yet. Yeah, I actually actively try to not play that much in Berlin because I want to try and live off of music, and I don't think that's possible in Berlin because gigs are usually not paid or they have hat donations that are always hit or miss. Like if I do a hat donation, I'd rather have a guarantee for it. And I feel that outside of Berlin I can get better paid shows. What I do is I follow other musicians on Instagram and see where they play, and then if the venues look cool, I look up the contacts and write to them. That's how it's been working for 2 years, quite well actually. We move a lot in an echo chamber here because a lot of the shows that we play here in Berlin is for our friends. At least 70% of the audiences will be our friends, other musicians. It's nice, it's fun, it's super nice to have an opportunity to see your friends and like showcase yourself to people you care about. But I like experiencing new crowds and like getting my music into new ears as well. And I feel that recently, at least, the audiences outside of Berlin have been way more attentive because, I mean, all my friends have heard my stuff hundreds of times. So unless I have a really new song that nobody's heard before, yeah, they wouldn't be as attentive as maybe somebody new who saw, oh, there is a gig, I want to see that. I don't know the person, but I want to hear what it's like. It has changed quite a bit over the last few years. It used to be extremely tight, extremely close amongst the musicians. Like you would really go to every show that was on, and there would be a show pretty much every day during the week, like, or at least from Wednesday to Sunday there would be a show that you go to. And I feel that people way more willingly went to each other's shows then than they are now. I feel right now it feels like it has become way more competitive than it used to be. I feel it takes a lot more convincing to get people to come to your shows, and it's way more tit for tat, you know. It's like I've got people in my life where I thought, oh, well, you haven't been to any of my shows yet, but I consider you a friend. I'd really love for you to come. It's like, yeah, but only if you come to my show. That's not how I want it to work, you know. Mm-hmm. I want people to come to my shows because they want to come to my show. Mm-hmm. And I want to go to their shows for the same reason, not because it's an exchange, you know.
No, exactly.